Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from January 31st, something a little different. It's from Outkick.com. It says, despite attempts to cancel them, poll finds that the Blackhawks have players' favorite jerseys in the NHL. This is the same thing every year. It's always the Blackhawks jerseys that are the best. So let's just go into it because I like the fact that cancel culture is losing. So let's see what the article says. It says, when the woke mob has nothing better to do, they like turning their crosshairs on teams with offensive logos and names, and offensive in scare quotes, as it should be. It's perceived offensiveness. In the NHL, there's no target they like more than the Chicago Blackhawks and their iconic logo. Unfortunately for them, pretty much everyone universally adores the team's sweaters, and according to a new poll from The Athletic, that includes the players. It says the outlet ran an anonymous poll asking players a bunch of questions like who the most overrated player in the league is, as Trevor Zegras won that in a relative landslide. I don't know who that is. I haven't followed hockey in years, probably since like 2017, 2018, somewhere in that area. It says who the most underrated player is and favorite road city to play in, which to the surprise of no one was won by Las Vegas. Of course, it was probably going to be. It says one other question was their favorite jersey, excluding the player's own team. It says the original six took the top six spots, with the Seattle Kraken being the first non-original six team on the list. However, the Chicago Blackhawks were in the number one spot with an almost 6% margin of victory over the Detroit Red Wings in second. There's, what's his face, Connor Bedard, is that his name? The Blackhawks dude. There's like the prodigy guy. So I think you'd have a hard time finding, and before I even continue on sentence, I'm in Chicago and I haven't even kept up on that and I barely know who this dude is. It's kind of sad, actually. So I think you'd have a hard time finding a hockey fan to argue that the Blackhawks don't have sweaters worthy of a top 5 spot on the list. Because, in fact, I think most would probably agree that they're the best the NHL has to offer. Again, being a Chicagoan, being a Blackhawks fan, I'm not going to disagree with that. It says, but it's funny that they're so popular, especially among players, considering that they're also far and away the most controversial. Why? It says, well, what do you think? And take a wild guess. It says, of course, because any use of indigenous imagery, even if it is done to honor historical figures or a tribe, as most jerseys are, like, say a former Washington football team, says it's a horrible thing, and the Deadspins of the world will try to ruin your life over it, even if you haven't even hit double digits yet. Oh yeah, it's about the kid that was supposedly wearing blackface, but he wasn't. It was eye black, and anybody that's ever played sports could have told you that just by looking at a picture of the kid. Or no, that wasn't the kid with the blackface. That was the Chiefs kid, where they showed one side of his face and they thought he was wearing blackface, and they showed the other side of his face, and oh wait, he was wearing Chiefs colors, wearing Chiefs headdress, and oh, he also happened to be the grandson of a tribal leader. So, I think this guy that they're talking about next is Kevin Blackistone of the Washington Post. This is a different article. I actually commented on this a while ago. But yeah, as I'm blabbering on and going from one thing to another, all this stuff actually happened. So go look it up. It says Kevin Blackistone was upset that the team made donations to native tribes, that'd be the Blackhawks. It says most would see that as a commendable gesture, but through a dizzying feat of mental gymnastics, he felt it gave the appearance that the Blackhawks were buying the group's cooperation. It says because Kevin Blackistone is a dumbass. It's not that they were, it just looked that way to him. It says, fortunately, the Blackhawks have been one of the few pro teams that have dug their heels in as the likes of the Cleveland Indians and Washington Redskins fell by the wayside. Yeah. Indians as well. And they are the Indians. They're not the Guardians, and the Redskins are the Redskins. They're not the Commanders. Okay? Jeez, just go back to at least being the Washington football team, I guess. Okay? You're not the Commanders. You're the Redskins. So it just goes to show that these complaints typically represent the opinions of the majority. Correct. So what do you guys think about this? I've made a few other videos in the past about the Blackhawks and their jerseys and people bitching about them, but let me know what you think about this. Do you agree that the Blackhawks have the best jerseys in the NHL, or sweaters? I'm sorry. I certainly do. Again, being a Chicagoan, I am extremely biased, but I still think that. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.